Welcome, 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 guys, to another Discover Alissa. Thank you so much for your time. I can see that we've got people from all around the world today. We are a team from Australia. We are so blessed to be here and spend some time with you all to share with you what this amazing health technology is. My name is Alissa. I'm a health practitioner here in Australia, and I am so blessed that none other than Dan Doyle kept hassling me about this amazing health technology. So I'm loving using it myself, integrating it with my clinic. And I know that what we have here and what you're going to learn today is none other than the missing piece of all healthcare across the globe. So thank you for sharing your time. We have some amazing speakers today. We have Stevie Aquilina, who looks like he is getting himself prepped up for the session with his gel. Stevie is an amazing global leader. He has a passion for helping others. He is lives and breathes the Alissa ethos. We are so blessed to have him to share with us what this health technology is and how it works. He has an amazing presentation, guys, so stay on because he does a very unique presentation, and I think it's one of the best I've ever seen. So make sure you stick around and listen to him. And of course, we have the very, very, very famous Dan Doyle, who basically we would not be here, and I'm sure there's thousands and thousands of people around the world that would not be here, would not have the life that we have if it wasn't for Dan's passion and his ability to share this with as many people. So Dan, we thank you so much for your dedication, your business skills, your personal skills, and we're so grateful to have you. I know today you're going to share us a little bit about your story and the way that this has changed your life from health and wealth. So we have a great session coming up. So I'm just going to hand it straight over to Stevie to get started. Thanks so much, Stevie.
Thank you so much, Alissa. It is my great pleasure to be here. I appreciate you for the mission of this company, Beats in Your Heart, to better people's lives, to be a force for good in the world. That's first and foremost in my book, and you're an excellent health practitioner, and it's just amazing, you know, how you're bringing this into your practice and the stories that's coming out of there. And an entrepreneur I admire. I mean, you don't just have one clinic; you have multiple. You're building another one now, which is I think going to be your big grand one.
Yeah,
most grandest one yet.
Biggest grandest one yet. Yes, 3 stories.
Yeah, and you're just a good person. I'm so glad that you did listen to Dan finally after all those years, because you and me and Sarah and got to become good friends and go to some great destinations around the world and have really great time.
We have had some fun.
Awesome. Yeah. So thanks to Dan, and thanks to this company, and thanks to this opportunity, and thanks to you, and thank you everyone for having me here and spending some of your time with me. I intend not to waste it whatsoever. So let's jump into this. Right away. What I'll be sharing with you is the most significant health and life science breakthrough of our lifetime. Medical science experts say this is a very big breakthrough, greater than the discoveries of DNA or penicillin. This is an exciting and entirely new frontier in science that for 2 decades, science had declared was impossible. It's a breakthrough with enormous potential, proven by renowned universities and world-leading laboratory medical studies, a very advanced breakthrough. We're talking 15 years ahead of its time. Any health goals or challenges you can think of, remarkable results. And drug companies wanted it shut down. I don't think they wanted you to know about it, but more about that a little later. Before I tell you what this is, let's get absolutely clear about what this is not, because this is nothing like anything else you've ever seen before. This is not a drug, not a vitamin, not minerals, not antioxidants. It's also not secret herbs, spices, exotic berries, fancy juices, super shakes, essential oils, magic magnets, alkaline waters, electrolyte waters, laser lights, roots, magical 5,000-year-old tree, CBD oils, lotions, potions, gadgets, or any of all of that other stuff that's already out there. What we'll be talking about instead goes well beyond nutrition, goes well beyond any type of ingredients you already know about, because this is a truly groundbreaking, category-creating healthcare breakthrough. The Alissa Redox cell signaling technology drink contains active redox signaling molecules. What are those? Redox signaling molecules are made by your cells, so they are native to your body. They are in your body. They are the cellular messages that affect cell-to-cell communication and genetic expression in a positive way. Redox signaling is a remarkable process because it is the actual process that empowers your body to heal itself by allowing your cells to detect and protect healthy cells, detect and repair unhealthy cells, and detect and replace damaged cells. Redox signaling molecules also activate your body's immune system to protect against bacteria, viruses, infection. Redox signaling is what keeps cells functioning and healing at optimal levels. Why is this so important? Because we are all made all of cells. We live and die at the cellular level. Healthy cells, healthy body, healthy life. Redox signaling molecules are the keys to life. They are essential for the activation and function of our normal physiology. All of our major systems, biochemical and physiological processes in our body critically depend on redox signaling. What do I mean by critically? Well, let me give you an example. If all of your cells were to suddenly stop making redox signaling molecules right now, you wouldn't live longer than just a few more seconds. Without your redox signaling molecules, life ends. When we're born, we make an abundance of redox signaling molecules. That's generally why children have so much energy. They can run around all day and not wake up sore the next, and how they can bounce back so quickly from an injury or illness. However, as we age, along with stress, diet, toxins, and other environmental assaults, our cells break down, and our body's ability to make redox molecules declines daily. Without as many redox signaling molecules giving clear cell signals, our whole cellular protection and healing processes become slow and sluggish. As such, our cells break down even more. And so does our health, wellness, youth, and vitality. ASEA takes science seriously, and so doesn't do any scientific studies themselves. Instead, ASEA is highly committed to ongoing research with renowned universities and world-leading laboratories, allowing these outside and independently reviewed studies to prove the potential of ASEA redox signaling supplementation, demonstrating the safety and efficacy of the ASEA redox products, certifying them as safe and effective in every body. Now, our technology is based in serious science. Redox is based in Nobel Prize winning research. Since the first Nobel Prize was awarded to these three professors back in 1998 for the first discovery of redox signaling molecules, there have now since been multiple Nobel Prizes awarded for research in this field. If you went along to pubmed.gov, which is where all peer-reviewed medical studies are published, right here in the National Library of Medicine, if you typed in the search bar redox signaling, you would see there are well over 33,000 results. This is already out of date. It's a very difficult part of the presentation to keep up with because there are more than 150 studies coming out almost every single month. And there are over 1,500 medical textbooks that have been published on redox signaling molecules. So according to medical researchers, redox signaling is one of the fastest emerging fields in science that will shape all of our lives in the coming years. Here's some examples of that. There are now multiple universities who've received tens of millions of dollars in grants to open up redox research centers. There are now global medical conferences and world redox congresses being held about redox. Medical doctors are specializing in redox, with one such professor, a doctor at Harvard Medical School, who has a PhD and a title that includes Director of Redox Medicine. And ASEA is already light years ahead. ASEA redox users enjoy cell signaling benefits, which translates to health at its most foundational level. Here's just one example. ASEA redox has been scientifically tested and shown to signal the activation of genetic pathways and affect genes that improve immune system health, help maintain a healthy inflammatory response, help maintain cardiovascular health and support arterial elasticity, improve gut health and digestive enzyme production, and modulate hormone balance to support vitality and wellness. These genes are key in the health of every individual. They play a vital role, not just in the 5 mentioned human health areas, but also in dozens of additional genetic pathways. On top of all of that, ASEA Redox has also been scientifically tested and shown to enhance your body's own production and efficiency of antioxidants by up to 800%. Further studies show that ASEA lowers oxidative stress. Now, the head professor of this university study has come forward saying that one of the most important effects of ASEA on what he called disease risk factors is its ability to reduce oxidative stress. Now, that is significant, folks, because all degenerative health conditions are caused by oxidative stress. And I can tell you that from rigorous toxicology studies, ASEA is proven to be 100% safe, 0% toxicity. Why? Because redox signaling molecules are native to your body. They're already in you. Your body already makes them. It's just that now your body can't make as much of them as it used to be able to when it was younger and or healthier. And so if you have health challenges, or if you have people you care about who do, if you have a wish that you could look, live, and feel young again, if you have the very good sense for protecting your health because you don't want to become old and unwell, if you have a goal of having higher levels of human performance, greater athleticism in sport, bigger and stronger in the gym, any health goal you can think of, redox users and medical doctors are seeing just remarkable results. But you know what? You don't have to take my word for it. Here are some medical doctors. Let's have a listen to what they have to say.
Redox signaling molecules are like the DNA whisperer. They signal cells to be healthy. And because of age, because of medications, because of toxicity in the environment, you lose your ability to make the redox signaling molecules. So having them with ASEA simply replenishes what your body is doing natively when you were young. You know, I've been in the business for 40 years, and this is the first time that I've ever heard about the redox signaling molecules, which to me is a breakthrough of the 21st century, akin to the electric light bulb in the 20th century and maybe even the discovery of penicillin. Because your body is a redox signaling program, and to be able to replenish it on a day-to-day basis, internally and externally, is not just a breakthrough, it's a game changer.
Health is something we have to earn. What can I do to get to the root of things and really prevent problems from happening? Is it possible? And the answer is yes.
You know, I think most people don't actually really consider their health until it's gone. So it's the choices that we make today that are going to determine the level of our wellness and our health and our healthy longevity tomorrow.
We want to keep people healthy. We don't want to see that deterioration. The whole process of the anti-aging and regenerative medicine that I'm so passionate about is on the premise that we can maintain energy, we can maintain health.
So prevention is key, but people need to value it, and people need to understand what it is and take responsibility.
Inside every cell in your body, you're constantly producing negative and positive molecules called oxidants and reductants, and the contraction of that name is redox.
So with these molecules, we're amping up that communication. We're helping that cell signal.
Without these cell signaling molecules, we simply wouldn't do the gene replication that we need, the DNA sequencing that we need. These redox signaling molecules interact throughout the body with every cell that we know.
Every cell in our body needs these molecules for communication purposes. The more balanced they are, the more abundant they are, the healthier we are.
ASEA actually has the combination of the oxidants and the reductants that the body makes. So all we're doing with ASEA is enhancing what the body is already doing.
Having a product, a technology that's native to the body doesn't have to worry about detoxifying it because it knows exactly what to do with redox molecules. It's one of, if not the safest recommendation I ever make to a patient.
They found a way to stabilize them outside the body. You can actually put them back into bodies that are deficient in those molecules. That's a game changer.
To have something that at its molecular level is native to the body is nothing short of a breakthrough.
This is something that's foundational for health, for every cell. It affects every cell in our body. And not just the cells, but the very DNA within those cells. You know, we talk about the discovery of DNA as being a huge breakthrough, the discovery of penicillin. Yes, these were absolutely huge discoveries. But now we have something that actually goes even deeper.
This is where the future lies. And this is why redox chemistry and supplements that employ this are so powerful.
They literally turn on and turn off, signal every single process in every living cell. And to be able to stabilize a product that allows us to replenish that is just a phenomenal breakthrough.
This has the capability to change the landscape of the healthcare system as we know it.
All right, now that we've spoken about cellular health from the inside out, let's show you what's possible from the outside in. And that's made possible by Allissa's topical versions of Redox technology. They are Renew 28, Redox Gel, and our intensive Redox Serum. These Redox technology products are supported and enhanced by their complementary all natural ingredients products, our gentle refining cleanser, and our ultra replenishing moisturizer. But a picture is worth 1,000 words. So let's just show you what our Alissa and Renew advanced technologies are worth with these amazing health, anti-aging, and age-reversing results. You're going to see lines and wrinkles being smoothed out, elasticity coming back to the skin, inflammations, irritations, aggravations, and other signs of poor health to the skin being renewed. Even the aftermath of some of these unfortunate conditions coming back to the proper surfaces of the skin. Now, all of these pictures are of the same person, Rosie. However, Rosie didn't take these pictures, and that's why after 7 weeks, she said that the products weren't doing anything for her. Her doctor took these photos. So Rosie missed the moment by moment, day by day, week by week changes that were happening until her doctor said, well, hang on, Rosie, let's look at your photos. So moral of this story, number one, is take photos. That's how you see how this goes when you get on the product and say, I want to see how it goes. And anything you can't take a photo of, make sure you keep a written record of that. There's another moral to this story. Some people notice results in a short period of time, like Rosie, 7 weeks. Other people notice results in 7 days. Many people can have an experience in about 7 minutes, give or take. But other people, they need to apply more product, more time, more patience, generally when they have more going on with their health. What we know scientifically is that redox signaling molecules are redox signaling molecules. They're the same in you as they are in me, as they are in animals, as they are in plants, as they are in bottles of Alissa products. And so what we know from clinical trials is that there is an immediate positive effect from the moment you use the products. Redox works in every single person, every single time. It would be scientifically impossible for it to not work in you. But what does differ from person to person is the time it takes them to notice the change. Now, here's a famous face. He was just on the previous training. Dr. Morin, he decided to do a scientific experiment on his very own face. Use Renew 28 on only half of his face and not the other. Can you spot the difference? Now, I'm not sure if Dr. Morin is still on, but thank you. Because you walked around like this weirdo for 28 days with, half a young face, just to prove to us how effective Renew 28 is where you were putting it. So thank you so much, doctor. Not just for your face, arms, hands, bellies. Here's another picture of my friend's belly. She's had 3 children. Now these pictures here, this is cool. This is from a scientific study that was performed by a very renowned and world-leading laboratory. This scientific organization decided to do this study because there were many reports coming in from all around the world from people who were saying that they were seeing their cellulite disappear, attributing it to the time that they'd been using Renew 28. And so the scientists from this organization set upon double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trials to see, was there any truth to these stories? What they found was that after just 12 weeks, there was in fact a 16% reduction in the appearance of cellulite. And so the scientists did ultrasounds to try and discover why this was happening. And what they saw was that the fat, the subcutaneous fat that was causing the cellulite, was actually being dissolved post the use of Renew 28. So Renew 28 helps reduce the appearance of cellulite and wrinkles, enhancing skin texture and smoothing the skin, supporting surface skin cell renewal, not just for visibly younger looking skin, but actual healthier skin. Renew 28 helps soothe skin discomfort after things like shaving or sun exposure. But Renew 28 is not just for the skin, it also helps soothe discomfort around the body. Now you can know if it works in about 10 minutes. If you have any discomfort around your body, neck, shoulder, elbow, hands, fingers, hip, back, knees, ankles, anywhere, rate that discomfort on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being maximum discomfort. Apply Renew 28 on the point of discomfort 3 times within 5 minutes. And usually 9 to 10 out of 10 people will notice a soothing or even a reduction of that discomfort within approximately 5 to 10 minutes, give or take. Now, nothing that I've said here has been intended to diagnose anything that you're experiencing. And ASEA does not claim to treat or cure any diseases. What I'd like to do very quickly is hand it back to you, Alissa, because I would love to hear from my best mate. All these people would love to hear from him too, I'm sure.
Stevie, thank you so much. I introduced Dan quickly before. I can do it again, but we are going to hear from Dan Doyle. He is a global authority here in the redox space in ASEA. He has helped thousands and thousands. I don't know how many you're up to now, Dan. Do you know, are you there? How many are you up to that you've supported and helped with this technology? I have no idea now, but just want to hand it over to Dan because he does have an amazing story about how this redox has helped him with his health, and then how from his great health status, how he's been also able to change his lifestyle and to help how many, Dan?
Oh, about 40,000 people now.
40,000 people. So that's an influencer right there. Amazing leader you are, Dan. We appreciate everything you do, and we're looking forward to hearing your amazing story.
Thanks, Alissa. Thank you so much for joining this call with us. And thanks, Stevie. Thanks, mate, for your incredible presentation. Great to see all our friends from all around the world on this call. And for the guests that are on, thank you. Really appreciate your time too, taking your time out to listen to this incredible information and all about this breakthrough. So for the guests, I always like to say, you know, just relax, fold your arms and uncross your legs, because we're not here to sell you anything or to convince you of anything. We don't sell, we tell. We tell stories, we share our stories, and that's what I'm going to do here tonight. Whoever invited you to this call has handed you a gift, and I would say it would be the most precious gift, one of the most precious gifts that you've ever received in your whole entire life. Whether you do something with that gift or not is totally up to you. We are here to inform you to make a decision whether you open that gift or not. So I'm going to go into my story. My story is one of many, many, many stories. And it's a high impact story. You know, I've come from doing really well in life and being quite successful to losing everything because I lost my health. And you're going to hear how this incredible breakthrough returned my health. And more to the point, the business model behind the breakthrough and the reason for that. And then Stevie's going to have a little bit of a chat about how we can help people and also benefit while doing so. So I grew up in Sydney, Australia. Before I go into my story, just to reiterate what Stevie said, that these products aren't intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. We have something that can empower the body to heal itself. So I grew up in Sydney, Australia. This is one of the sports that I did. I played many sports: rugby, judo, gymnastics, surfing, aerobics, and then I ended up doing bodybuilding in my 20s. Arnold Schwarzenegger was a big fan of mine, followed his story, followed his life. I was in the health and fitness industry back here. So in my early 20s, I went into business after being working for one of the big banks in corporate. Made a decision I didn't want to work for anybody anymore, so I moved into my own businesses. And over the next 20 years, from the age 24 to 44, I actually built and sold 20 traditional businesses over those 20 years and employed about 3,500 people. So fast forward to the end of me being a young entrepreneur at 44, still fit and healthy, but not a bodybuilder anymore. Fortunately, I was in this condition because 6 months after this photo was taken, I got some really bad news, and that's the reason why I stopped everything I was doing in life, in business, in traditional business, because I needed to concentrate on my health. The doctors told me I had not one, but two major health challenges. This is a photo of me on the right in 2011 with no hair from the top of my head to my toes. And, you know, those 2.5 years of hospital visits for most of that time, I didn't want to be around anymore because of what they were doing to me or what I went through. I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. This is a friend of mine standing next to me, Johnny Manor, played the highest levels of rugby in Australia. He'd been through all those hospital visits that I'd started in this photo. And at this time, at the age of 21, he was in remission. After this photo was taken, his issue came back, went back into hospital. He never came out. We lost him at the age of 23 years old. So what we had was very serious at that time. He had the good one, too, mind you, and I had two of the bad ones. So at the end of the 2.5 years of those hospital visits, my doctors told me to get my affairs in order. And at that point, I made a decision to take the responsibility of my health back into my own hands. And I think this is something that we don't do. We depend on our doctors too much to look after our health, but we really need to holistically look after what's going on here. You know, there's only one place we live. This is our temple, guys. It's our body. So we need to look after it. Something that you would think that I knew how to do coming from health and fitness, but it wasn't health and wellness. So not only I didn't eat correctly, thinking a lot of protein was good for me with the sports that I was doing, but I just didn't have the knowledge of how to look after myself from a nutritional point of view. Yes, from a sports point of view and keeping health and fit, but not from a nutritional point of view. So the reason I got into this state is because I was flipping properties for a period of time, and I used that horrendous weed killer Roundup from Monsanto, and this is the state I was in after many, many years of using that product. So I did some research, and my research led to an alkaline diet. I went onto an alkaline diet, cleaned up my diet. I ate fish, vegetables, salad, water. I spent a lot of money on nutritional supplements, super juices, antioxidants, alkaline water from companies from all around the world. Network marketing companies, mind you, something that I didn't believe in. And it was a hard pill for me to swallow to actually purchase off these companies, because that's the mental state that some of us are in when it comes to this type of business model. But the products are real. So I bought products from Zango, you know, mangosteen, and I drank a bottle of that every single day. And Alissa knows about that. And also LifeVantage, Protandim, Celgevity from Max Products, Isogenics, Product B, Kangen Water. Now, you would think my body would have been heading in the right direction with doing all these things. Well, this was the result. How do I look? I can tell you that my health was still heading in the wrong direction. I was still in a lot of trouble. My blood works were getting worse. I wasn't improving whatsoever. This is 2 years of me looking after my own health, taking the responsibility of my health back into my own hands. And a friend of mine called me at this time. It was in October 2014. He said, I think I found something that can help. Long story short, flew to Salt Lake City, Utah, met him in the headquarters of the company Alissa, started on the Alissa Redox cell signaling supplement. 3 hours, I was detoxing so fast, toxins were coming out of my skin, little red spots all over my upper torso. 12 hours, a 20-year caffeine intolerance had gone away. And in 2 to 3 days, all the lung damage from what they put me through in that hospital, where I had trouble breathing and talking at the same time, my lungs were functioning perfect. I went back to Australia, kept drinking this stuff in the blue bottle. 12 months later, doctors tell me, give me some good news, no sign of those 2 major health challenges. Not only that, multiple injuries from playing sports had gone away, 20 years of pollen problems, sneezing, runny nose, and a list of other things had gone away. My whole body had been rebuilt from top to bottom, and that was my journey back to health. Fast forward 2 years, this is 3 years on the product. Now, I always like to go back to 2014 and show you the difference from 2014 to 15 to 2017. What you're seeing here is a reflection of what was going on the inside of me at the time. I can be doing a presentation to hundreds of people, and I can see in the crowd who is on this product and who's not by the way they look. 2015, what you're seeing here is a reflection of what was going on the inside at that time. And 2017, my complexion is a reflection of what was happening on the inside at that time as well. So incredible breakthrough. You can see what these products can do. Stevie spoke about that. I had no intention to build the business. There is a business opportunity behind this product. And if it wasn't for that, which is the thing that saved my life, because I had the ability to share this with others, to help others with their health, to receive thank you checks from the company, to invest those thank you checks back into my own health. Wow, what a circle, what a cycle that was. It's the reason why I'm still here. But not only that, have had a massive impact on people right around the world. The thing I love about this, this business model leverage is we can help people and help people to help people. And what happens is we end up helping people who have serious health challenges. And this technology has literally changed their life to such a point that they're still here with us now. And those people, because we opened our mouth in the first place, will never meet them. But that's the way this works. So after 5 months, I started sharing this with others. Unfortunately, I waited that long. It's the biggest regret that most people have, waiting. I mean, there's really no use to wait once you find out about this, because it's scientifically impossible for this not to work. The validation on this product is there. The science is there. So sharing it from day one, what tends to happen is you take the product, you're waiting for your experience, but you're sharing it with others. You tend to see and experience miracles happening around you, and that gives you the belief of what this is and what this can do. So we were living in a van by the time we found out about this. We were traveling Australia. It was all looking fantastic, but we were struggling financially, almost went to the Salvation Army for food stamps. I was on a disability pension, but this brought us back financially in a very short period of time. The first 12 months from the time I made a decision to build this, we got to what's called a diamond level. First 3 years, number 3 in the world. The rest is history. We can do what we want, when we want to do it. We just purchased a nice little property here in Hawaii. We're helping a lot of people here in Hawaii. It's absolutely going crazy here at the moment because people are getting results on the product. So this is what we do, guys. We help people and help people to help people, and the magic happens. The owners of this company have left this as their legacy to humanity. Stevie will talk about that. I'm leaving my legacy through this business model. Alissa and Stevie are doing the same. A lot of people on the call come from a training call, so you guys are actually leaving a big footprint yourself. And we would like to help you as guests to be able to help you too, wherever your goal challenges are, health challenges are, and also any of your goals, dreams, and targets in your life as well. We've got a vehicle that can take you back to your health potentially, and also to anywhere you want to go financially. And with that, I'll hand back to Stevie, and he can talk about the business opportunity behind this incredible breakthrough. So thanks, mate.
Yeah, no, thank you, mate. I really appreciate you super big time. Hey, Alissa, did you want to come back really quickly and give me another introduction? Because Dan got 2 introductions. No, I'm just kidding. Relax.
Yeah, go for it. You deserve it, I tell you.
We love you, Steve. We love you.
We do. One of the most incredible leaders.
I'm joking.
I'll throw that to you. I've got to throw it in too. I mean, it took a while for you to see the light, Alissa, but thank God you're here with us.
I think health practitioners are a little bit more stubborn. Maybe we're a different breed, but definitely, we get approached by so many people with so many different technologies and products and juices and who knows what else out there. So I was stubborn and I just boxed it into it's just another one of those products. So I'm really grateful that Dan kept hounding me about it. And throughout my own research on PubMed is when I first discovered redox molecules and realized it's what was in my cupboard. So I think health professionals can be a little bit extra stubborn. So stick with them, guys.
Awesome.
For sure. I mean, when we're talking to a health practitioner, actually, I'll get you to throw it back to Stevie, but, we think, oh, wow, we can help so many clients and patients with what we have. But realistically, what we want to do is concentrate. I mean, we connected again, and you had health challenges yourself. And there's a lot of health practitioners that have health challenges, and their doctors have no solution for them. And that's what happened to you. And then you had the experience with the product yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I've got numerous clinics I'm involved in, even an integrative GP clinic where we have all sorts of amazing health practitioners from all different disciplines. And I was doing everything, absolutely everything. One minute I'm like, give me the organics. Then I'm like, give me the steroids. I was just trying everything. And it wasn't until I had my own health improvements that I actually realized, oh, this might be beneficial for everyone else. So yeah, I think that's the right thing, Dan, is to, if talking to a health practitioner, make sure it is about them or someone close to them, because we don't always know everything, apparently.
Yeah.
So well, we're learning.
We're on with one of the most dynamic speakers on the planet, so let's throw back to him, eh?
Stevie, back to you to learn about how this not only change our health, but also our whole life.
Fantastic. Thank you so very much. Thank you very much. All right. Well, folks, with every great breakthrough comes great opportunity. Why is my screen not working? Here we go. With every great breakthrough comes great opportunity. The bigger the breakthrough, the bigger the opportunity. And this breakthrough is life-changing. And that has created, therefore, a life-changing financial opportunity. And it's been made possible and backed by ASEA's life-changing culture. And so I endeavor to share all of that with you right now in a very short period of time. So as you can tell, there's a very big opportunity running behind all of this, and it is to make a living while bettering people's lives. ASEA is the world's first and only redox signaling supplement for two simple reasons. One, for nearly 3 decades now, no one other than one man, Dr. Gary L. Samuelson, medical atomic physicist, has been able to figure out how to create and stabilize redox signaling molecules outside of the body. For the 2 decades before Dr. Samuelson's breakthrough work, science had declared that it was impossible. And two, ASEA is heavily patented. But not only is ASEA not allowed to be copied, it can't be copied, because there's no way to look into a bottle of ASEA and reverse engineer it, because there are trade secrets in making ASEA. So again, it can't be copied. And that means we have no copycats. Then that means we have no competition. No one in the world has what ASEA has. No one. And no other products in the world can do what ASEA does. None of them. Nothing else can get to the depth and level of achievement in the human body as what ASEA can. Because redox works in everybody. Everybody needs redox, because nothing in the body works as well, or in fact at all, without redox. And redox can't hurt anybody. And so ASEA holds massive opportunities across all health science sectors: healthcare, wellness, sports science, athletic performance, beauty, skincare, aging. These are multi-trillion-dollar industries. And ASEA is the only company in the world that the world can get a redox supplement from. ASEA is an entrepreneur's dream. Our mission here at ASEA is to better people's lives and to be a force for good in the world. We want to help a lot of people. We can't do that on our own, and so we look for people to help spread the word. ASEA gives you the opportunity to earn money just by sharing redox with others. So for people looking for either an extra or a part-time or a full-time or a big time or a legacy leaving income for generations of loved ones, for people who have dreams of a better life, income, lifestyle, there are levels of commissions to meet whatever levels of ambitions. To be able to afford making your dreams a reality, ASEA helps you create income that is both residual and leveraged. You receive a residual income, not only from the first purchase, but also from all of the repeated purchases made by everyone you refer to ASEA. And because you can refer as many people as you like, the residual income potential is unlimited. And on top of that, you also receive unlimited leveraged residual income from all of the repeated purchases made by every single person your contacts and others also refer. And there's no limits to how far and wide these referrals can go. Just like when you recommend a good movie, TV series, restaurant, cafe, book, whatever, people tell people who naturally tell other people who then tell even more people, and it goes on and on. Word of mouth marketing is the most ancient and still today #1 most powerful and effective form of marketing in the world. There's no limits, especially with how connected the world is in today's age. Word spreads worldwide. And ASEA is currently in 35 countries, opening up new markets every year. Based on existing trends, the annual turnover is projected to exceed $500 million over the next 5 years. So residual income is impressive, but let's talk for a moment about why residual income is so important. You have residual bills, Why not have residual income? Now, do you have any idea what happens to most people by the time they're 65? Out of every 100 people, by the time they're 65, only 1 is wealthy. Only 3 are financially secure. 7 must still work to survive at 65. Not working because they want to, but because they have to. We call that being a slave to the dollar. And 74 people out of every 100 are dependent on welfare by 65. So what went wrong? What is the one main financial principle that the top 4% seem to have figured out that the other 81% haven't? It's how to make money that is no longer dependent on their paid by the hour job or own activity, otherwise known as active income. Look, sooner or later, I pray not sooner than you expect, you won't be able to be as active as you are right now, and therefore you won't be able to have as much active income as you have right now. And this may even be more concerning if you're thinking right now, my active income already isn't enough as it is. This is one of the big problems 81% of people find themselves trapped in. And money is an excellent servant. You can do a lot of good with money, make a lot of good things happen with money, but it's a terrible master if you're controlled by it. If you don't find a way to make money while you're sleeping, you'll be a slave for money until you die. Now, I'm not saying jobs are bad. If you truly love your job, you're blessed. Keep it. Power to you. But still, find a way to make money outside of your job, because only relying on a single source of active income is not smart and dangerous to your financial security. So for people who are smart, for people who've been wanting to be in the right place at the right time, who are able to recognize a good thing when it's coming their way, who decide to take control of their finances and their freedom, for people who aren't happy with the amount of money that they have now or how they have to make it, for people who have dreams and want a better lifestyle, ASEA is a significant opportunity to be paid a significant residual income from the inevitable growth of this global expansion. And it can afford you those dreams and give you that real freedom. There's nothing better than making a living from bettering people's lives. That's what you get to do with ASEA. Who we become and what we do is the biggest reward over and above any riches it will make us. Now, you can make great money here, that's for sure. And you can even be rewarded on top with all expenses paid trips to 5-star luxury locations around the world and have really great time, meeting great people, making great friends, having great experiences, a great lifestyle. But really, at the end of the day, it's the effect we have on others that is one of the most valuable currencies there is. And that is the heart of ASEA. And it was demonstrated here because the truth is, after big pharmaceutical companies were shown tens of millions of dollars and 17 years worth of powerful research and clinical studies proving ASEA, those big drug companies offered to pay huge sums of money for the sole and exclusive rights to the ASEA Redox technology. However, those drug companies wanted ASEA to shut down and they wanted everyone taken off Redox. But thankfully, the founders of ASEA, Vertus Norton and his son Tyler Norton, had the great foresight to see grave concerns and consequences in such a deal. Because Vertus and Tyler saw people who went from severe health challenges that once left them and their doctors feeling hopeless, to then experiencing life-changing power with Redox. And when they saw this, they were filled with a great sense of purpose and responsibility to get this breakthrough for humanity out to the world. And so they couldn't, in good conscience, sell out. And so they said no to the payout and yes to the people. What had once started as just a very big business play had now become more. The ASEA founders turned down that huge sum of money from big pharmaceutical companies, deciding to go the supplement route rather than the drug route in order to expedite the availability of this technology globally, making it available immediately to you and me and everyone without a prescription. One of ASEA's foremost guiding principles was demonstrated in this very important decision, as is perpetually demonstrated by them in every single decision they make. And that is to always put people and principles before ego and economics. The ASEA founders and their corporate team, they come from very big backgrounds, up to Fortune 50 backgrounds. They're exceptionally experienced in running very big, profitable, famous, household name companies. But their corporate soul revolves around putting people first, having an impact, making a difference, being a force for good in the world. So you're in very, very good hands. Get back with the person who shared this with you. Let them know what you've seen here and let them know what stood out to you the most. If you have any questions, ask them. They can point you to where you can find the answers very easily. There's plenty of university studies. But most importantly, there's hundreds of thousands of real people's life-changing redox experiences for you to see ASEA is the real deal. So do you want to be happier and healthier? Do you want to live younger, longer? Perhaps you are interested in becoming an ASEA customer. But let me ask you, do you want to help people be happier and healthier? Do you have dreams? Do you want a better life, income, lifestyle? Do you want to increase the prosperity of the planet? Do you want to make a difference in the world? Are you interested in becoming more, doing more, having more? Well, look, become part of this redox reality. And not only will we welcome you, but you will have every opportunity to become more. And if you just pass information like this, like we've passed it on to you today, just invite more people here to our next session. You can better the lives of many, many others. Just pass this on to many, many others, and your life will also become better in many, many ways. Thank you very much for spending this time with me. May you always be happy. May you always be well. And thank you very much, Dan. Thank you so much, Alissa.
Stevie, thank you so much again for that presentation. I hope that today, hearing Dan's story and the amazing presentation that Stevie gave you, that you feel inspired to take some control of your own health, inspired to share it with others, and know that what we have here is changing the world, and it might be that thing that you need, your family needs, so that they can be the best version of themselves. So please hope that you take the message of it being all about being with other people and helping others along their way. We have 10 minutes, literally maybe 8 minutes. We just wanted to open up in case someone had a specific question or about the product or about the business side. Please feel free to pop it in the chat box and we will answer that as quickly as we can.